what this all-in commitment means to me is that I am going to continue to trust in God and the leadership of this church to follow the path that God has walked with his people.
The all-in commitment means to us that we're committing to part of growing the church for the next generation. Constantly tithing is something that's always been a priority for our family. This initiative through prayer has challenged our hearts to consider what would it mean for us to give more sacrificially.
All in to me, in regards to the generosity aspect, is just giving all that I can back to someone who gave everything he had for me.
All in to me means giving up my preferences and just for the better of the community, the church.
Is giving back. My life has been very blessed. There's been hardship, but there's been joy, so much joy. And knowing that I have the means to give, and to give with all my heart because of what God gives to me, there's just nothing better.
I've had a lot of financial issues that are challenging, and sometimes when I give, I feel like that little lady that only has 2 pennies or whatever. But since all this started, God, he's always shown up for me. And so I already put in half as much more as I normally give because I know that God's going to take care of it all. Take a risk, you know. I just love this church.
Starting to contribute financially like I should be.
This all-in commitment has been an answered prayer. God has been working in both our hearts, in me with my nervousness around having enough savings, and in Joe with his struggle with spending and his materialism. Although we are imperfect and lose focus from time to time, at the end of the day, we know that God owns everything in the first place. So we continue to commit to give to him through RVCC with open hearts.
It's being less selfish with some of our material wants and desires. We just need to give more.
We have seen God be faithful to us many times when we've given beyond what seemed reasonable, and we know God will continue to provide for us as we joyfully and willingly increase our giving to RVC for All In.
So being wildly generous doesn't mean giving up on everything that I want. It means trusting God with everything and allowing my heart to be changed, which in turn may realign my wants with his heart.
Decided to dedicate more of our time as well as giving in a sacrificial way that we have never done before. We're excited for the work God will continue to do for and through the RVCC family.
It means going deeper in my faith and being called to fully trust God.
What All In means to us is we get to trust in him even further right now in a new level. And so we are excited about that and about giving more and trusting him with our finances.
A chance to continue my discipleship with Jesus, which includes my resources, but also to check my heart and to make sure that, you know, I'm focused on him.
All in means to me being wholly committed right where God put me.
All it means to me is a renewing of my commitment and a re-examination of what God is asking me to do.
You know, being able to give more than I thought I could and being able to do more than I thought I ever would.
It's just more trusting in God and not ourselves. And then just being all in for him and just 100% trusting that he's going to get us where we want to be.